Alrighty. This is your weekly energy update. And like, guys, what the hell? What the hell? This is all focused on love. Like, I was shocked because a lot of the time with these weekly readings that I feel into, that I do, they're always like there's a few things going on, which makes sense because this is like tapping into quite a few people. All of you, all of you are focused on love, or like 99% of you watching are focused on love. Like, what is I when I was like looking at this and I was writing things down, like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Is there like again, I'm not too heavily into astrology, but like, I don't know. Is there something happening astrologically that's making us open our heart? Because like, good lord, I think wrote like one little thing that was not related to love, but like wow. All right, let's get into this because whew, so just feeling into this. I guess this makes sense to be honest. Like I said, I'm just feeling into this and it really does feel like because a lot of us and I've been feeling into these messages and I've also been seeing it as well. A lot of people have been tapping into this. There is this like large group of people which if you're here I believe like this is for you. It's like you have left a long-term relationship, whether that was a marriage or something like a marriage, you did leave that. And a lot of you have been on this journey of coming back into yourself, into coming back into your own heart, right? And healing a lot of layers. And I'm sure a lot of you have been really aligning yourself with like this higher level love. Again, I just like to call it that. That's like a word that comes through because it's like a love that you've never experienced in the past. And that's what you're calling in because you have been healing, right? And I'm sure you have been feeling this like that you're aligning with this love with this person, right? And it is getting closer. Ooh, okay. I love how like my weekly I like actually doing it live because it really does feel like it comes through as a channeled message on top of the things that I wrote. Um yeah, interesting because I didn't write this and it's coming through that like whatever is happening this week, I feel like this is the final shed so that you can come in with this person. Like I don't think I wrote this down. And this is just coming through. Wow. Maybe that's why. Like, maybe that like, oh, wouldn't that be interesting? Like, I don't know, the people that, like, tune into this, it's like some of you are actually being connected. I don't know. Just a wild thought that came through. Mm, yeah. But, like, this week, guys, there's a heavy focus on love in the heart chakra and it opening, so let's dive into it, okay? Um, okay, so I did write down, like, again, that there's love, dating, pursuing someone, a lot of love in the air. It's a very, like, there's a lot of love, basically, like I said, in the air, and it's probably activating a lot within you, and it's going to, right? Interesting. Sorry, this is just coming through now. If the last 2 to 3 weeks you have been dealing with something around love, like, let's say something, even if you met somebody that triggered shadows that you had in love that you didn't even realize that you had in love, and you were dealing with that the last couple of weeks, it's like, "Ooh, okay, cool. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is the week where, because I feel like you have shedded whatever you were dealing with the last few weeks, whatever fears, whatever shadows that were triggered. Okay. Yeah, it's like, again, because it's collective, it's like, some of you have processed and transmuted that, and some of you are actually going into that this week. Okay, cool. For those of you that have processed and transmuted that, um, this is a week where you're softening into love. And there's another, like, heart opening, like heart chakra opening within you. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So you might just be feeling a little bit more like on cloud nine. And it doesn't even have to be with anybody. Like, it's like you don't even have to know somebody. You're just like in that lovey-dovey energy, which, by the way, that's what's drawing whoever's supposed to come in into you. So, oh, yeah, I can totally feel this. But yeah, for some of you, it's like this is the week where those shadows, those things that need to be purged. Remember, guys, like, this is only happening for your highest good. Like, if you are actually wanting a healthier, conscious, higher level love, you have to purge what's stopping you from receiving it. So be mindful of that. Be conscious of that. Just know that that's what's actually happening. Don't fight it. Don't resist it, especially if you want it. Like, if you resist looking at those shadows, purging those shadows, transmuting those shadows, you're ultimately delaying the love that you are craving. So you are doing yourself a disservice. So be with it. It's okay to, like, if, let's just say you've been dating, you've been seeing people, and it's like you want to and you don't want to. There's this, like, wishy-washy energy. I would say take a break from that. Take, well, like, what are you doing? Are you trying to just, like, fish around and hope to catch whatever, which ultimately you most likely will catch a past echo of love that you no longer want? Take a break. Take a break. Go within. See what's being, like, brought within you so that you can alchemize it and look at it, you know? Um, yeah, it's funny how this connects to the point that I wrote down. So, for those of you that are doing a lot of dating with, like, individuals, because I also get, like, sometimes just wanting to date for your own growth. I have done that. Literally, like, last year, I just wanted to see how much I have grown, and I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna go out on a few dates, nothing serious." I wasn't really, like, in that mindset. I was like, "If it happens, I guess, great," but I was just like, "Whatever, I'm just gonna go and see mostly for myself," and that I knew what I was headed into, and I mean, I didn't, like, string along those people. I was kinda like, "Yeah, we'll go on a date," and that was that. It was just like a one-date thing, but it was mostly to see my own growth, which I did, and it was beautiful. And I was very proud of myself to see how far along I have come. But yeah, if you're doing that, that's fine. But just be what I wrote is like pay attention to signs, your intuition, and be very strict with your boundaries. Very strict. Whatever your boundaries are, write them down. And do not be tempted, no matter how attractive this person is, no matter how charming this person is, do not allow those boundaries to be crossed. You know why you're placing those boundaries. It's for your highest, right? Like, I am sure if you're here, you've already had a lot of lessons in love. You've had a lot of like toxic, bad relationships. You already know the signs to look out for. So just trust that and do not allow yourself to bend them, okay? And again, like you might be doing that this week just to see for your own growth, which is fine, right? But ultimately, like I feel like for a lot of you, it is a hermit kind of mode week in a sense of like looking at your shadows, purging them, making sure that whatever is blocking you from receiving the type of love that you truly want, like this is a week to look at it, to transmute it, to understand the root of it, and then be conscious and aware of it. Like, do you want that to stop you from receiving that love that you crave, right? Mm, yeah, and it's leading you like just so you know, when you do that, when you're alchemizing, you're confronting all those shadows, you're looking at all those shadows, it is getting you clear on what you want in somebody. Yeah, and what I wrote is healing past trauma, heartbreak, and betrayal. It's funny how all of this has been, like, a lot of, like, channeling through, and I haven't even really read that much what I wrote from yesterday, but yeah, you're just getting see, when you clear your shit, when you clear your shadows, and you look at all of that, you also just get clear on what you want. Like, you get clear what you want in a relationship and the kind of person that you're calling in. And by the way, guys, I should do like a message about this. I don't know what's been happening, but I have so many messages and I've been writing it all down because it's just been, I'm like, what? When am I going to have the time for all of this? Like, this is crazy. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's been happening. Um, what do I want to say? Did I lose it? What did I want to say? Oh, there it is. Okay. When you get crystal clear on the person that you are calling in, like for like for the most part, you know what I mean? Um, like who they are as a person, not necessarily like what they do as a job or anything. More like the character parts, right? And you meet that kind of person. A lot of the time people think that it's like, "Oh my god, it's easy. Like I wrote it all down and there's this person." Ooh, there's a self-sabotage aspect that can come out in you because it's like, "Oh my god, I'm finally getting everything that I've been calling in. I'm finally getting the person that I've been calling in." And then be very mindful of the self-sabotage that comes in that wants to run the other way. If that is happening with if you meet that kind of person, like now in the next few weeks or just you have met them and you have like been presented with a person that's like, "Oh my god, they're like literally the list that I wrote down." And you want to run the other way, They're being a mirror of the self-sabotaging things that you do in love. Ooh, and that this could be the week that you're looking at that, that you're confronting that, that you are looking at that, like, what the heck? It's like, you've received your package, you've ordered your package, you've been waiting months for it, you've been getting excited about it, you've been anticipating it, you've been feeling it, and then the package arrives and you're like, "Wait, wait, 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 am I ready? Am I this? Am I da 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 da?" You could be dealing with that this week. And that's okay. That's okay. I mean, this is happening for a reason so that you can look at yourself, so that you look at the stuff that is preventing you from receiving the love that you desire and deserve to have, right? And it's okay to go into hermit mode to look at those things, okay? But I just want you to be mindful of that. I want you to just understand what might be happening, because do you really want to self-sabotage something like this, like a person that you've been calling in? Because if you do, I'm telling you, if you don't confront your stuff, you're going to go back into the old cycle and the old patterns of love. And question is, do you want that? Or do you want to evolve? Do you want a new type of love? Because if you do, like I'm telling you, it's not going to be sunshine, butterflies, and rainbows. It will be, but you're going to have to go through the darkness in order to get to that part. And the darkness just means confronting your old stuff, the old self sabotaging patterns in you, so that you can receive that kind of love. Be mindful, be very mindful. Wow, like I said, I've like barely looked at what I wrote. This literally has just been a channeled message. Um okay, wow. I pretty much brought this up. Wow. Okay. I didn't even look at this. This just literally came through naturally. Cuz I wrote, someone that you're dating, seeing, or are interested in can spark fear or self-sabotage. So please be aware of past patterns, especially if this person checks off a lot of boxes, as it can make them fearful of pursuing this person and ultimately going back to past patterns in love. I literally just, wow, I totally forgot that I wrote that. Wow. And then I wrote, if that does happen, take time to step back, process, and integrate any of those shadows and lessons in pain. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Yeah, and this is basically leading you to emotionally be emotionally expressive and vulnerable. So opening your heart again. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely like interesting. I'm getting a call and I barely get calls. Hmm. Could just mean that you might be getting a call or a message this week. Some form of clarity could be happening this week. Maybe around the person that you've been wondering or dating or whatever. Oh, yeah, that could be it. Because it does feel like a lot of people this week are going into hermit mode and transmuting pain and shadows and trauma when it comes to love and relationships. Let that happen. Okay? Let it happen. It's okay. For those people who get very anxious and like this like choose me, pick me type of attitude, and I get you should like to be honest, women should be chosen, right? When it comes to that polarity and dynamic. But just if it's a man that like walked away, needed introspection, just let it happen. Let that man go and process, right? Women do process information differently and much faster than men. Like this is an actual psychological fact, right? Let him go into his cave. Let him process. I'm not saying to wait on him, but I'm just saying let him process and let him come back to you. And that could be that you're just getting the clarity in the message and the call that you need, right? And also just do your own stuff because I do feel like I said, this is a really big week for a lot of people to be healing these things in them, to be healing their hearts, their pain, their trauma. Um, and for those of you that have been doing a lot of that, like you're just moving into pure, unconditional love of basking in your own love, basking in your own light, and practicing, like literally practicing being in that love without having somebody with you. And again, that's what pulls somebody in. That's what pulls the right person into you. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of feel like that's the main message about love. I literally spent the last almost 22 minutes talking about love and like I said, it's just been a heavy week of love. Like a lot of you guys are doing that. I was just like I said, I was like, what the heck is going on? All of you. All of you are calling in love. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's what we've come here for, right? Alrighty. Okay, so there's sorry, I just tapping into my own stuff and it's like, okay, don't need to right now. um Also this week there's a time of celebration slash an event, whether you're aware of it or not. So if you are, it's like, okay, it's confirmation that you're going to an event. And you're celebrating something. But if you're not, then it could be like last minute thing that you're invited to. And I wrote basically you could be meeting a special person at this event. Don't dwell on it. Just like take what I said, put it in your mind, but then like put it away on the shelf, right? Because it could and could be not, right? It depends on who that is for, right? But I did write that down because again, it's been so heavily focused on love. Um okay. Um your intentions are taking root is also what I wrote down. So whatever you're putting out is being seen and recognized, which connects to the message that I made last week about all eyes on you. It just reminded me of that. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that, especially if you have been working on your self-expression in whatever way, shape, or form. Your stuff is currently being seen and recognized. But I don't want you guys also to dwell on it. So again, if what I'm saying resonates, go watch that message because it's way more in detail about being seen and recognized. And it could just be another confirmation for you and what you're doing. And it's like, yeah, thumbs up, keep on doing whatever you're doing, right? Um the only other thing I wrote that is connected to love, and this is mostly for women, okay? Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Okay? Ladies, especially ladies, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Keep them high as the right man will meet you where you're at. He'll see your value. He'll see what he has to invest in and he won't fumble. Will he like might want to like process the investment that he has to put into? Sure, let him, that's fine, but don't fumble. Don't lower your standards in order to meet him. He has to meet you. Remember that you're a freaking goddess. You're worthy of the love that you are calling in, and somebody who's not willing to meet those standards is not your person, right? And I'm not talking about anything crazy, right? I'm just talking about like them wanting to spend time with you, them wanting to, be emotionally vulnerable and available with you. And, like I get no one's perfect. I get that, obviously. But are they willing to work with you, right? And work with remember, boundaries are placed and then they can be moved in a sense of like, I'll give like a small example. Like, let's say you're not comfortable them knowing where you live, right? Because you just met them. Well, obviously that's a boundary, right? Which eventually will get moved and placed somewhere else once you gain that trust with them, right? So yeah, just keep your boundaries there and your standards high. Don't allow basically for someone else to lower them. Um yeah, I don't know. That's like I said, this was so heavily focused on love. Oh my god. Um Basically, there are a few numbers coming out, but the ones I really feel called to mention was number 1. Here we go again, number 1 again, like every single freaking week. Every week since I think September, 1 in 10, just like they're coming out strong, which is all about like new beginnings and yeah, new cycle. And like I said, this could be a new cycle in love. Ooh, that could be it. That you're entering a new cycle in love. Aw, I feel like that's for quite a few of you. Again, that doesn't mean, I've mentioned this before, just because you're starting a new cycle energetically doesn't mean the physical will start this week, okay? Please be mindful of that. We will start things energetically before it happens physically. Just be mindful, okay? And then I wrote number 2, which is all about partnerships, love and balance. So like literally what is happening. The only animal that was coming out was a ram, which I wasn't really like getting how it connected, because ram is all about strength and determination to face your challenges. Oh, okay. It could just be all the challenges, the shadow work, the pain, the trauma that you're having to face in love and being determined to face through it, because I get that. It's funny, love is a very like, it's a thing that a lot of people want, but at the same time, they easily self-sabotage it, right? So have that strength and determination to face through your challenges in love. This is the time, guys. No more repeating things from the past. No more past echoes of love, which, by the way, I did make a message. It's literally called something like Past Echoes of Love, which is coming out tomorrow. It's scheduled for tomorrow. So, again, if this resonates with you, watch that video tomorrow because I talk about love as well, which, like I said, it's been heavy. A lot of us are tapping into that, which I think it's beautiful. Truly, when you're aligned with someone that is just like, you know, I don't know if I want to use the word meant for you, but like aligned for you, especially what a lot of us have been calling in, because I get it's been heavy and dense time in love and it is being transmuted. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to end this here because my gosh, I've been going on for 30 minutes and it, like I said, for most of it, it's just been channeled, which is amazing. Sending you so much love. Heal, Take the time to integrate any lessons that are coming up, any challenges that are coming up, and thank you for the hearts, whoever. Thank you. I was just literally gonna say, like, be open for love. Be open to love. Love will heal you if you're open to it. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.